Hi, Grant. Today is July 5th, and as usual, I am more than happy to create this video lesson for you. Today, I want to do something a little bit different. Whenever I warm you up, whenever I give you vocal exercises, they're almost always major chords and scales. Today, what I want to do is to play around with minor scales, right? Uh, One, because it's great for ear training, but two, there are just a lot of minor chords and scales in pop rock music. Um, and and when I say pop rock, I mean pretty much anything except classical, right? So it's really, really important to be able to sing them easily and so right away, have them ready at the top of your head, right? So what you're going to do is for the very first one. In fact, I take that back. Let me do a simple one with you first to really kind of warm you up, and then I will do this. It's officially a rock exercise, but anyway. Just a hum, buddy, on major pentascales. I'm sorry. This is where you sing. 3 times. Two more. Last one. All right, now. That's a nice, comfortable note for you to start on, I think. That's an A. That's 2 A's below middle C. And if you're looking for a number, A3. Okay. So A3, or if you're looking at your piano, I guess, A3. And all you're going to do is to sing, and I'm going to play it for you a couple times, an A minor scale. The idea is you're going to do an A minor scale on a vowel, just simple on a vowel. 4 times, but with my playing different chords behind you. So a chord progression underneath, you're just singing ooh on a very lazy ooh, the A minor scale 4 times. Okay, but let me just play the A minor scale first. And I'm going to sing it for you, obviously, up the octave. You just need to do that 4 times in a row. Okay, so do it once by yourself before I start playing the chords. Ready? One more time. Now, I'm going to do my very best. I'm going to play it. I don't know how to play it, but without it sounding too rich and too deep. So I'm going to be playing, in order for you to hear the scale and the chords correctly, I'm going to, in a nice register, I'm going to play it up here. I'm going to play the scale here for you. But in your mind and in your voice, I want you to drop down the octave. So in other words, I'm going to be playing it here just out of necessity, but I want you to be singing. Does that make sense? Okay, so sing it comfortably. Just keep that in mind. And then I'm going to play the chords in my left hand. Ready? Go. Sorry. These chords are weird. Okay. Now, do the same thing again, but on a very open, relaxed, jaw dropped, tongue dropped, like that. Just like your tongue could fall out at any second kind of thing. Ready? Same thing, same scale. Now do the same thing on E. Okay, ready? And. So the idea one is that those different vowels feel different as they travel up and down. So we're practicing that. Placing the vowel differently, if you will. But again, follow me here. When we sing the same scale, but we sing it with different chords behind it, and this is not a bad thing. The notes have to in a very, very small way adjust. This is just something interesting. Adjust to the particular chord. So it's not that we're going in and out of tune. It's just that the frequency changes just a tiny bit depending on which chord you're singing against or with. It's just like how a word can change subtly based on context. Well, pitches can change subtly based on context, chordal context, if you will. So anyway, very interesting. Love this exercise. One of the things I want you to think about just with your songs as you go through your songs this week is to think about the idea of richness being brought up through all of your registers. What I mean is, when you've got that low, rich, bold sort of tone quality that you have in your chest voice, I want you to just experiment with bringing it up through your top stuff. You've done this before. It's not like something you've never done, but bringing it up through. The way we do that successfully, though, and not, for instance, crack, because that becomes a lot of pressure, this idea of like bringing up a lot of dark, rich, bold tone quality up higher. Sometimes that can cause us to crack. I think that's more about passaggio and stuff. But anyway, as we come up, I think the idea is coming off the volume. So lowering your volume a little bit, keeping the tone quality, but lowering the volume as you climb up. So maybe something like woo, woo, just do your sirens and stuff, but experiment with this sensation of bringing this bold tone up higher and higher and higher. Because you do have such a nice one. It would be nice to kind of use it all the time. Now, to be totally transparent, that is a very classical thing to say or ask, right? That's more of a classical thing. In other words, in contemporary music, people might think more about being obvious in their register changes, for the most part, I think. Anyway, so think about that. Think about the sensation of, again, chest voice coming up through, and just backing off on the volume so that you're able to gracefully move through all your registers without, I don't know, any sort of hiccups, if you will. You know what I mean? So have fun with that. Have fun with your songs. I'll see your wife next week. I'll see you next Friday. Have a great weekend.